Hey family, instead of talking about feeding my sheep today and Christian missions like we normally do, we're going to turn our focus towards something different. I would like to introduce to you Jason Gaboyan. I am a friend of his father, Jim Gaboyan, and I have been friends with him and his family for many years. They're a Jewish family that also believes in Jesus Christ as our Messiah. Just absolute incredible believers in the Lord. And through them, I was introduced to their son, Jason. Now, Jason Gaboyan is 39 years old. He is a Jew. He believes in Jesus Christ as our Messiah. He's an incredible preacher, as well as a gospel songwriter and musician. Now, here's the problem. Jason was wrongfully imprisoned almost 18 years ago because he ended up killing a man in self-defense, defending himself and his girlfriend in his own home. I don't know how that all happened, but it did. Now, I've been talking with him on a weekly basis, and he has been suffering like you wouldn't believe because of the conditions of the prison that he's in. And the demons that indwell within these criminals around him know that he's a child of God, and his life has been threatened multiple times, and unfortunately, this continues till this very day. Now, throughout his prison life, he has been moved around to different facilities. Some facilities are better than others. Like here, for example, you can see him preaching in this one facility where they allowed people to come together for a church service. Now, he really started to turn that prison around. And what he was doing was beginning to catch the attention of the media, other prison facilities, and their judicial officials. And you think it would have exploded after that. Well, I'm here to say the exact opposite happened. Basically, Satan saw what Jason was doing. He got into the heads of these Indiana judicial officials and had him removed from that prison and placed into a really horrible prison where he can no longer do stuff like this, and the revival came to an end. And like I said before, he's in a very horrible prison now, constantly getting sick like you wouldn't believe because of the attacks of the devil on his life. His life is constantly being threatened. Now, God has a lot lined up for Jason. Since the beginning of his incarceration, this man has written over 400 gospel songs that had never been published. He has written multiple books that had never been read. Jason has written countless incredible sermons that the world has never heard. All of this was birthed through his suffering during his time in prison. Now, if he can get out of prison, all of this he has done will be introduced to the world. His work will have an incredible impact on the body of Christ throughout the globe and will lead multitudes and multitudes to salvation in Jesus. And I believe right now, Satan has a collective force of demons that are holding him back in this prison right now. They know the damage that he will cause them if he ever gets out. Now, what we're trying to do is get Jason out of there. So folks, please pray for Jason Gaboyan. We need prayers more than anything right now. And what I'm doing in this video clip here is sharing with you his story and his GoFundMe page, where he's trying to raise money so that way he can get an attorney that will work on his behalf to help him get out of there. Jason really needs your help right now. Anything that you can give him will be greatly appreciated. None of this, by the way, is going to Feed My Sheep today. This is all going to Jason. So if you're considering making a donation today to Feed My Sheep today, we ask you to take that donation instead and give it to Jason Gaboyan. And folks, this is a great opportunity to do something for the Lord. Let me remind you, Matthew 25, verse 36. I was in prison, and ye came unto me. The link to his GoFundMe page is in the description box below. The name of the campaign is called Praying for Freedom. Any little bit helps, folks. We got to stick together in these final hours, everybody. So let's finish strong, especially helping Jason Gaboyan.